Hi everyone, this is Ben Lincoln from Legacy of Kain, The Lost Worlds. In this video, you'll see an early version of the Sanctuary of the Clans, the Tomb of the Sarafan, and a few other related areas. As you see the pieces falling into place, the most obvious difference in this prototype layout is that the Soundglyph area is connected to the Sarafan tomb instead of the Silenced Cathedral. The Sunlight Forge is also visible at the left edge. At the entrance to the sanctuary, there's an interesting difference, an elevated canyon which leads into the side of the first room within. This is because in this version of the game, Raziel didn't enter the sanctuary until after defeating Zephon, meaning he would have had the wall-crawling ability. The entrance to the canyon is missing the climbable wall surface, but the rest of it is present in at least one of the prototypes we recovered. The canyon has a vampire hunter in it, implying that the humans are perhaps mounting an attack on Kain's stronghold by the time the game takes place. The layout of the pillars is essentially the same as in the final version of the game, but this prototype has partially completed versions of much more elaborate textures on the pillars themselves. These were probably omitted because of the limited memory on the original PlayStation, but they reappear in Soul Reaver 2. As you saw in the rendered layout, in this version of Soul Reaver, the Soundglyph area is attached here at the Sarafan tomb. This is an early version of that area, but it plays out much like it would even in the final game. Another passage from outside the Sarafan tomb leads to an unfinished warp gate area. The tomb itself will look familiar if you've played any version of Soul Reaver, although the floor in the center is unfinished and drops Raziel into an abyss instead of transporting him to the correct location. You can see that even in this prototype version of Soul Reaver, where Tyrell was still part of the story, there's still one of his clan waiting for Raziel beneath the Sarafan tomb. In other words, it seems that there was always supposed to be a Tomb Guardian from whom Raziel would obtain the initial Force Projectile ability. When Tyrell was removed from the game, the Tomb Guardian inherited most of his dialogue. Thanks for watching.